So in 1999, now I had the opportunity to visit Ghana with about 30 other storytellers. And in Ghana, there is a group called the Ashanti. And the Ashanti are responsible for kente cloth, which is a beautiful cloth that is generally weaved by men, and Anansi, the spider. And what was so significant about going in 1999, it was 30 years after my husband had gone. So therefore my son was 30 years old because my son was in the oven when my husband went in 69 to Ghana. But I also came across some stories from there, and this story is called The Bitter Pill. And it's about leadership and about the company you keep, because when I was growing up as well, you know, our parents always told us about the company we keep. We might be associated with them, and so we should make sure that the company we keep is good company. And so this story, The Bitter Pill, I thought would be appropriate for that idea of the company that we keep. Think of a young man. He's a young chief. He has just started as the chief, and he has 11 counselors, sort of a group to tell him, help him to know what's going on in the community, to give him guidance. And so they are there, this group of 11. Of this 11 men who are his counselors, 10 of them are yes men, and one will tell him the truth no matter what. Now, a yes man is somebody who will agree with you no matter what you are doing. So if you are lying to yourself, a yes man will tell you, oh yeah, you're telling the truth to yourself, but really you're lying to yourself and they're no help to you. Anyway, so this young chief, you know, he had inherited, you know, the chieftaincy, and the community was happy when his uncle had been chief. And, you know, there was always celebration, and the people would sing while they worked, you know, to make the workload easier. And so, you know, being this new chief and young chief, you know, sometimes young folks think, you know, they have to remake the wheel, or they think they have to make changes because they think that things will be better if they make changes. Now, they don't always think about what they're doing, but this young chief, he made changes and he would ask his counselors. And the 10 would say, oh, chief, that's wonderful. But the one who always told him the truth would say, well, chief, I don't think this will be good for the people in the community. I don't think it will make them happy. I don't think it will do them well. Or if it was a good one, he would say, yes, I think the people would love that. But he would always tell that young chief the truth. Well, anyway, after some time, this young chief, he got a chance to go out into the community by himself just to kind of see what was going on. And he noticed as he walked around that the people didn't seem as happy as they had been with his uncle as chief. They weren't singing out in their gardens. They weren't talking to each other as much as they had. And he certainly heard no laughter. So then he began to think, what is this? I mean, they always tell me that the one doesn't know what he's talking about, or that he's a little bit crazy, and that I should ignore what he says because they're 10 and he's 1. But perhaps he is telling me the truth. How can I find out who is really telling me the truth? Came up with an idea. You see, in Ghana, they drink this stuff called palm wine, and it is made from the palm nut of the palm tree. And so you put it into a vat, and, you know, like a big vase, you know, and you mix it with some other stuff, and you let it cure, you know, but you can't let it cure too much, because if you let it cure too much, it gets bad and it is bitter. So quietly, using his manservant, this young chief had a big vat that he set out on his veranda. He would set it out every day so that that sun could beat down on it. And as that sun beat down on it, it fermented. It was going bad. And then in the evening, he would have it brought into his room. And he kept on doing this until when he tasted it, it was, so bad. It was nasty. Now, when I was growing up, we couldn't say that about food. But anyway, this was like that. Well, after it was just right, he had it brought in. And he called all 11 counselors. And he said to those 11 counselors, he said, counselors, guess what? This was a gift to me. And it is velvety smooth. It is so smooth. When I tasted it, it was so smooth. I thought, oh, what a wonderful gift. But I was caught up. I don't know what to give to the family who gave me this wonderful, wonderful, smooth tasting palm wine. So I need you all to taste it and tell me what you think. And so the first counselor of the 10 who always told him a lie anyhow, he took a big dip because he's feeling like, this is going to be some good, smooth palm wine. And so he takes a big gulp. Wow! Oh, Chief, that is wonderful. It packs a wallop. You are right. It is smooth. I would say that you need to give to this gift giver. Give them gold because this is wonderful. And then the next one, because he had no clue, he took a big gulp. Chief, yes, this is great. Yes, give silver. You got silver for him? Yes. And on down the line, each of the 10, after they got over the initial shock of that horrible taste, told him a lie, told him that it was good, that it was wonderful, and that what he should give to the gift giver. Now, when it came to the 11th one, the one who always told him the truth, before he took a drink, the young chief said to him, he said, listen, I know that you've always kind of been at odds with the other counselors. And he said, but on this occasion, I hope that you will tell me the truth. And so he said, well, Chief, as I always do, I will tell you the truth. And he took a taste. Chief, whoever gave you this is trying to kill you. This is terrible. It will kill you. Don't you drink it. Oh, look, put him in jail. Whatever it is. Oh, no. Well, when the others heard him doing this, they said to Chief, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Remember, we said he's a little lad. You don't pay any mind to him. There are 10 of us and one of him. Don't listen. Chief said, oh, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I'm asking you this. What should I do with the one who is lying to me? Well, the 10 saw their chance now, so they said, oh, you should take him, put him in prison, in the dungeon, and throw away the key. He said, that's what I should do. They said, yes. Because now they figured this is their opportunity to get rid of this one who is always messing up and telling the chief the truth. Chief said, okay. Well, thank you so much for your input. Soldiers! Yes. Soldiers, you take these 10 men here who are lying to me, and you take them to the dungeon, and you lock them in the dungeon. And he turned to the one. He said, please, come to me. He said, thank you. Thank you so much for always giving me good counsel. I didn't always hear you. Thank you for always telling me the truth. He said, and I would love for you to go out into this community and find 10 more just like you. Because if I'm going to be a good chief, I need to have good counsel. And so it was that that chief had good counsel. And if you're in a leadership position, make sure that you have good counsel too. And that is the end of it.